When I think about the responsibility that God has given me in relationship to my children, the primary one is disciple maker, so that the unction of my life and my relationship with my son and my daughters is to grow them into a mature relationship with Jesus Christ. And as they get older, what I find is they have these loves that are good loves. So I think about my son in particular, who just loves the game of football. And at this point, even though he's young, he's actually pretty good at the game, and so I can just see it kind of start to pull at him in regards to his identity, in regards to kind of how he thinks and what he wants to be and what he trains towards, and how he and I love all of that, and I can then begin to feel some things pulling me, like I want him to do well, I want him to be successful, and I'm looking around at this ultra competitive day in which we live, where there's I think 74 million high school athletes. Now that drops significantly at the college level and then nearly vanishes at the pro level, but all of us think maybe our kid, because he's good when he's 12, might have a shot at the pros. We want to do everything we can to help him, and yet despite the pull I feel on my heart and the pull he feels on his, really the primary role I play in his life is to point him to Jesus. And sports can be this amazing tool that teaches discipline, that teaches hard work, that teaches that sometimes the world's broken and you lose, and this ability to kind of come alongside this thing he loves to help shape him into the kind of man that God would have him be. And so I know in our lives we have some pretty hard, fast rules on just how far sports encroaches into our worlds. And so Sunday is a day that we worship the Lord and we go to church together as a family. And there is no tournament, there's no opportunity, there's nothing like that that gets to push that space out of the center for our family. And so we've just protected that time. Another place that we've protected is at this season, our middle school Bible study is a place that my expectation is that my son will be at middle school Bible study. And so these two places in particular are going, regardless of what happens in the sports worlds, these are the priority for us. And then I want to make sure my conversations with him and even the lessons he's learning in sports are always tied back to the kind of person that God is asking him to be and that God is growing him into. And so way too often it's easy for us to sacrifice our kids, or rather disciple our kids, on the altar of athletics. And I just want to shoot a quick video to encourage you. There's something greater than that's going to live far beyond their athletic career, even if they are part of the 3% or something that make it to the pros. So moms and dads, invest in your child's spiritual walk with Christ.